Let's get ready to go to the world premiere of Downton Abbey, the final film. I am beyond excited. When I got this invitation, I literally was hopping around the kitchen. My friend messaged me saying, "Have you had the invite?" And I was like, "No." And then I looked on my emails, and I'd had it like 3 days earlier. I don't know how I'd missed it. And I was like, "Ah!" And I ran out to see my husband, and I was like hopping around, and he was on the call, and I finally got to tell him that I was going. So I don't care. I don't care if I don't get to see any celebs. It's just getting to see the film in this setting and feeling like I'm all dressed up. So I'll walk you through what I'm going to wear. I've done my hair in, a little nod to the 1930s. So I've overcurled it and then put a little clip in, and then I've got a little ringlet here, which I've just put in with a little bobby pin, and I'm not sure if I'm going to take that bobby pin out or not. It depends how much you can see it. I've got some earrings somewhere. These I think I'm going to use, which are just costume jewellery, but I really love them, and I think they'll go really well with the dress, because the dress it's quite full on. So it's got big shoulders, it's all ruffly. I felt it's not a 1930s theme, but I felt it sort of had a nod to the era. And yeah, it's by Needle and Thread. They very kindly gifted it to me, so thank you very much. And I love red. I absolutely adore red, actually. And just coming off the summer, I feel like I've still got a little bit of summer tan, so I feel like my skin can pull it off. So I'm just about to get ready and put everything on, see what you think. What do you think? Good. You look good. Can you help me with the zip?
Yeah. What are you walking? Oh.
I'm not sure whether to wear the nude shoes or black shoes. What do you think?
Where are the black shoes? Oh no.
I think they're in the car after I had to get the dress taken off, because obviously
What
I'm
do
too
they
short.
look like?
They're black and sort of slightly suede-y and pointy.
I think black goes with like that colour.
Yeah? It's probably a bit more evening-y, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'll go and get the black shoes then. This is really not what I would normally wear, but having been sort of slightly steered and inspired by a 1930s idea, obviously this is not a 1930s dress or even in the style of, but it's got that sort of theme. You get the idea. And I absolutely love it. It really wouldn't be this normal thing I would have chosen, but I really, really love the way it looks, and it's something really fun and really different, and I love the colour. The colour is amazing. So yeah, I'm super pleased with how it's all come about and how it looks, and I can't wait to walk the red carpet and maybe see a cast member or two. Who's your favourite? Gosh, who's mine? Currently, I think it's got to be Lady Mary. She's just so smart, and she just outwits everyone and doesn't care what anyone thinks. And then obviously before that, it would have been the Dowager. And it just, such great roles for all of the cast, hasn't it? It's literally just been brilliant from start to finish. I remember watching it. I think it's been 14 years. So I wasn't in this house. I remember watching it in our flat in London and just being in awe of this new series that was captivating me and everyone else now. 14 years ago, people were not watching period dramas like I was. So it was so lovely to start having people being involved in a genre that I love. So I just love this renaissance of the period drama. I don't know what it is, whether it's, escapism whether it's social media, whether, you know, we have got a wider audience, or whether people, maybe the fashion has kind of impacted it, or whether a lot of the new modern period dramas that are injecting sort of modern ideas, modern fashion into a period piece, maybe that's attracting a lot of modern new audiences as well. The pure beauty and spectacular of each and every scene, it is literally like going back in time. And also the family have literally been through, you know, the most crazy period in history as well. So obviously with World War I, the 20s, and now going into the 30s. So it's absolutely fascinating from start to finish for me, from a war studies perspective, from, you know, getting that sort of historical perspective, as well as the fashion, as well as just the love stories, and losing myself in a wonderful period drama that, yes, there are down times, and yes, there are misfortunes, but at the end of the day, usually, hopefully, love always wins. Don't you like it? It's really pretty, isn't it?
Do a 12.
Do a 12. So look all right then?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be warm enough actually in this. I'm going to get the train there and then a taxi back. So I'll look a little bit fancy pants on the train, but it's the quickest way to get to London. Just fed the ducks in this dress and wellies. I've gone for the black shoes. I think they look better than the pink, and it is an evening do. And I'm not going to wear the clip-ons because I think the dress says it all. So this is it. This is my look. I hope you love it. I'm super excited. Can't wait to take you with me and show you everything, and hopefully you can virtually be there with me.
And Julian Fellows.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. What an evening it was out there. A bit of a spoiler, but it's only going to be in 5 minutes' time. You might find the first shot of the film quite amusing, given what we've all just been through. Bear with me while I, please, if I can, give a few thank yous. It's such a team effort. The first thank you is to you, and for not looking at the weather and deciding to stay at home or go straight home. Thank you very much for coming to this special event. And other thank yous to these remarkable people that have been behind all three of these Downton movies, including this one. Our brilliant partners in the studio at Focus Features, who've released all three of these films. Particularly want to thank Peter Kajowski, Jason.
Welcome to the bedroom debrief. Oh gosh, what a great night. It was so absolutely amazing and fantastic. I have to say, this is the best film, like by far, that the Downton Abbey franchise has done. It was really funny. If you're a diehard Downton fan, there are so many funny jokes that you will get all the way through. And obviously, if you just watch it as a oneer, it will also still be absolutely fabulous. It's just, there are so many great things that they bring back from the series that you can relate to, that you know about, that you can be on the in-jokes about. So that's really, really, really fun. There's also just a lot of joy in it. It's not cheesy, but it is really joyful. So there's just lots of wonderful things. There's pregnancies, there's new changes, people are changing their points of view on things. I mean, I suppose I can talk to you about it because it's out now, but so Lord Grantham kind of decides that it's his time is done and it's Lady Mary to take the helm, and she comes against great scrutiny because she is a divorcee, and the county don't accept her at first, but her family have always and will always be behind her. And it's just this wonderful story of like strength of women and the power of Lady Mary and just women in general, and her story moving forwards, and how you can see the evolution of what we've achieved over the last 100 years of women. And it's really powerful and really lovely to watch, and she just doesn't lose the spine that she's always had, and almost, you know, that tiny sort of bit of a prickly sort of character that she's got, which I absolutely love. You know, prickle away, Lady Mary, be prickly, because the world is prickly, so you be prickly back. So it's got this really, really lovely thread through it. And it's also just absolutely peppered with Maggie Smith and the legacy of Maggie Smith, the Dowager, obviously. And you can feel how much the actors revered her and loved her. So it's really emotional from that perspective as well. And then there's lots of wonderful, wonderful things downstairs. It's just wonderful. It really is. There's just a lot of new things that are happening, but things that close circles. Very funny. I found it really amusing. And I also found it really emotional. So at the end, my friend, I took one of my besties, Becky, who I've known since I was 11, and we were crying a lot at the end, quite obviously. I cry at anything, but, you know, Downton times 10. And we both sort of clasped each other at the end and said, I don't want it to end. Like, we literally said it at the same time. I'm not even joking. Like, we just said it at the same time. It was just so emotional that 15 years of Downton, 15 years of loving these characters. I know this sounds like really over emotional, but actually Downton has kind of like meant a lot to me. I have, and I'm sure a lot of you will have loved period dramas your whole life, but period drama has not been fashionable until recently. So having a whole genre be sort of in the limelight and sort of rubber stamped is quite cool when you're really into it and that's your kind of geek passion. So having this as a sort of a real shining bright star of period dramas, I love it. I think, you know, someone said to me the other day, it's like soap opera for period drama, and I was like, great, that is a really great compliment, right? I mean, Coronation Street has been going for donkey's years. I agree, it is a little bit, but it's upstairs, it's downstairs. Coronation Street is just like that. And maybe that's what it is. It's the modern day soap opera for us now, but looking back on then. I think it ties up so many things as well. I think it ties up, you know, lots of historical references, i.e. the war, and, you know, our relationship with America was discussed quite a lot in the last one, and I think there are some interesting ways that Julian Fellowes has made his perhaps political interests known, but in a very funny way and not polarizing at all. And I thought that was quite amusing and fun. And obviously, the special relationship will always be the special relationship. So we still have that great banter between the American family and the British family in Downton Abbey. So that was really, really, really fun. And I just felt like it was an end of an era. And I felt in a way that was a good thing, because it's the right time for this, saga to stop. But we both turned around to each other, Becky and I, and said, well, that's teed it up for Lady Mary to have a series, or the next generation to have a series. So yes, please, Julian Fellows, I am totally here for this. I would love that. And I'm sure a million other people would love that. So please do write it. But yeah, it felt, kind of sad, but also really emotional, because it's been in my life for so long and got me through so many things. I remember watching it, after, 6 hours of dance class in my 20s. I remember, I couldn't have been 20. Early 30s. 30, let's say. I remember watching it in the flat when I got back from work. I remember watching it here pregnant. I remember watching it here breastfeeding in the middle of the night with earphones in. It's just really been there for a long time for me, and so many people relate to it, that I think it is an end of an era. But I'm watching it all again, obviously, and it's also, I was speaking to someone the other day and starting to talk about all the wonderful period drama series that I haven't seen in ages, that I want to see again, like Cranfield or Little Dorrit or Lockrose to Candlefoot. So there's lots of stuff to go back to, and there's lots of wonderful things coming up. So we've got the new Pride and Prejudice series. We have got, there's a new Narnia series, I think, as well, or a new Narnia film, perhaps. So there's lots of new and wonderful things coming, but it did feel bittersweet. It's an incredible film. I really urge you to go and see it. It is really true to the original series. So if you're a series fan, this is the film, because it really ties it all together. And obviously the lack of Maggie Smith is heart-wrenching, but apart from that, everyone is absolutely fabulous. Obviously Lady Mary, I absolutely adore. She is just so, prickly, I think, is a very good British word. It's very prickly. Just someone, my mother was quite prickly. Very kind, very sort of hardworking, lots going on up here, but don't cross them, because they can be prickly. Lady Edith really shows what she's worth in this film. She and Lady Mary have kind of overcome perhaps their sisterly squabbles and have a really, really good relationship in this film. And she is like a powerhouse, which is amazing to see and really lovely. And then, the rest of the cast is just, it's just wonderful to see, Barrow come back. He's happy. He's not in service anymore. He's got his boyfriend, although obviously it's not technically a boyfriend, back then. So all just so wonderful. And I honestly felt, I felt really, really proud to be on that red carpet as a double gazillion Z, a nobody. But I felt really proud to be there as someone who has enjoyed and loved and cherished this series so much as I have. And to be there with my friend Matt, who played Atticus Aldridge, which a lot of our friends as well, funny story, he was actually about to do his stag do when he was actually doing a stag do scene in Downton Abbey. And so he gathered a lot of our friends and his stag do mates that would have been on his stag do to go and do the stag do scenes. So they were all in Downton Abbey garb, and it's just so fun to see it because it's a very short clip. It's not long, but it's so fun to see all our friends say champagne, and yeah, just having Matt in the series is obviously just the cherry on the cake because he is a very dear friend, and my friend Cess is one of my oldest friends from university and absolutely love her to pieces. So it's just a wonderful full circle moment to be on the red carpet with him as well and see him do all the wonderful writing and directing and producing that he is doing now. It's just so inspiring. So that was also kind of a moment of such pride to be there with him and to be me, little nobody, just be on the red carpet with, Matt and all these incredible actors and people that I've admired for so long. So anyway, end of my waffle, but I know you'll love it, and I know you'll go and see it anyway, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't love Downton. But it is a really, really wonderful end for me. I loved it. I couldn't fault it. I really couldn't. I've had a couple of chats with people that say, oh, maybe there could have been a love interest. Well, there was a love interest, but she took charge of the love interest situation. But I'll leave that for you to watch. So yeah, the end of an era. I hope you love it as much as I do. And I hope you don't mourn it too much as I have slightly done. But I have started watching it from the beginning, of course. So I'm now, I'm already on, because series 1 is just so delicious. I'm already on series 2. And I just love Matthew and Lady Mary together, so that's my favourite bit. So I might just keep watching series 1 and series 2 on repeat. But enjoy it, love it. I hope you love it as much as I do. I know you will. And I hope you've enjoyed coming on the red carpet with me, because golly gosh, what an experience, and how lucky am I. You two just look really fabulous.
Without looking down, who knows where it comes from? Poland, correct. So we've got two quite distinct different styles of vodka here today. We've got Belvedere and Chase. What we're going to be doing is just comparing the sort of notes that the different production methods allow you to create. So Belvedere.